Hey guys, welcome back. This is FAQ number 6 about Japan. Sorry it took me so long to get this to you, but I had accidentally left my battery charger for my camera back at my old apartment and had to go and pick that up this week and finally got you these new facts. I'm going to hit you up with this number 6 right here and then get number 7 and 8 out to you as soon as I can, alright? Clothes. Will I be able to find clothes that fit me in Japan? Now I know a lot of you Westerners are a lot bigger than what you might find as far as body sizes here in Japan. That's gonna happen a lot more for the ladies more than the men, but really for both people you will run into problems with finding certain clothes sizes here. If your shoe size is past a size 11, you're probably really going to have slim pickings as far as shoes are out here, so you might need to order online, which is no problem. So anything I tell you about where the size may be too small, always remember Japan's the second largest economy in the world. Ordering stuff online is pretty common here. You can do it from any site and it will most likely ship to Japan, so do not worry about that. The other thing you got to remember is if you wear size medium or size small in your Western country, you will bump up one size larger here. I'm a small back in America, if I can even find a small in America, and I'm a medium size here. So if you're a small, you'll be medium. If you're medium, you're probably going to move up to large. If you're large, you're going to have a lot of problems finding extra large here, so be worried a little bit about that. Unless you're big into hip-hop clothes, which they have a lot out here. Otherwise, if you're about average size, you're going to be okay. I'm 180 centimeters. That's 5'11" for Americans. I don't have any problems finding clothes. I'm about 64, 65 kilograms, and that's in pounds about like 138, 140 pounds. And I have no problem finding clothes out here. So if you're about that size, or you're a little bit shorter or smaller than me, you're going to be fine. After you start to get a little bit past my size, 2 meters and bigger, you're going to have a little bit of problems finding clothes out here, especially jeans that are going to be long enough for you. For the ladies, yeah, it's pretty tough. Even an average size woman from a Western country is probably going to have a little bit of problems finding clothes out here. So good luck with that, but remember you can always order online.
I am Uri-chan, king of this domain.
No. Alright, hopefully it doesn't blur out. Okay, our next question is about haircuts in Japan. Is there English speakers who will give me a haircut in Japan? And can I have English speaking at cosmetology and shops that cut hair? Well, that might be a little bit difficult. If you're in Tokyo, once again, Tokyo is the place for English speakers. You will find probably quite a few in downtown Tokyo. If you come to other parts of Japan, especially smaller towns, smaller cities in Japan, you're going to have some problems. So it's time to bust out that English-Japanese dictionary and learn a little bit of Japanese. For the most part, haircut language is in katakana. More modern styles are almost the exact same sound as they would be in English, just put into Japanese katakana words. So if you can learn those, you're going to be okay. For the most part, they can understand just by pointing, but your best bet is to bring in a picture of what you want, okay? They will love you for that if you bring in a picture of the haircut you want. If you cannot speak perfect Japanese, you will be okay. You will be able to get a haircut. But do realize it will be a bit of a struggle because not a lot of places do speak English. Okay. Alright, final question today we have is, does the youngest generation, the younger generation in Japan, do they still practice some of the traditional arts such as tea ceremony, wearing kimonos? Do they get educated in this, and are they expected to know these? Well, actually, you will find that these traditions are starting to die out in Japan, that the most modern generation and contemporary generations don't really like to practice these too much. They're more into Western film, Western traditions, Western ways, Western culture, and it's really due to globalization. Once again, you can blame globalization. You know, there's a McDonald's around every corner here now, right next to your ramen shops, right next to your ominomiyaki shops. You know, you can buy burgers in the same place that you can buy onigiri. Okay, so really things are starting to be westernized here. There is tons of advertisement for Western companies and Western culture, and a lot of the style in here is influenced highly by Western music videos. So as far as practicing traditional arts, there are some private schools that make it compulsory that they still practice these arts. There are some schools that teach proper way to even hold chopsticks by teaching the kids to pick up beans with the chopsticks. And there's some that do teach these things such as the tea ceremony and things like that, but usually it would be extracurricular or perhaps an elective. It's not really compulsory anymore at regular Japanese public schools, but perhaps still taught at the private ones. That's it for this episode of Frequently Asked Questions number 6. Keep those questions coming. I'm loving all the questions and comments I'm getting, and I'll answer those ASAP. Thanks again.